I don't know who told him that the WhatsApp disappearing cannot be retrieved. Maybe we need to help the minister. The WhatsApp are disappearing, they cannot be retrieved. I've said it before. There are footprints left on phones. Even if they delete messages, we retrieve them. Majority of you will not be able to stomach it. This country is going to burn.
Hey, Mkwanazi habu imanga. Mkwanazi. Kuluma mango Mkwanazi. Azanga kuluma mango.
Now, South Africa is facing a fresh corruption storm. Now, this week, leaked court papers have exposed secret WhatsApp chats between Osilio Julius Malema and Major General Feroz Khan. Now, those messages suggest that they used their influence to protect each other, sparking a cigarette conspiracy scandal in the media. On this video, I will explain how it unfolded, what's in the messages, and much more. Now, what's important is for us to understand that Major General Feroz Khan rose through SAP's crime intelligence. He was implicated in several controversies, including allegedly attending an EFF gala dinner in 2023 at the invitation of a tobacco tycoon named Mohammed Syed. Now, Syed is a Kalinix co-founder accused of tax evasion in 2014 SARS settlement. Now, the EFF, Julius Malema, is a firebrand opposition leader with a history of clashing with both the police and the ANC. Now, he has publicly said that Khan is an old ANC comrade and denies any wrongdoings. However, now there's evidence suggesting a behind-the-scenes alliance, the so-called cigarette conspiracy linking tobacco money, police intel, and politics. So on the 10th of May 2026, the SAPS raided Khan's home on charge of dealing in illicit precious metals. They seized his phone and computers, and Khan immediately sought to block any forensic analysis of those devices. Now, warning of national security risk. Now, by late May, the court ruled that the Madlanga Commission, which is appointed to probe state capture and corruption, could have that data. Khan eventually withdrew his appeal on the 8th of June 2026, effectively handing the commission's full access. The data arrived on encrypted drives by the 1st of June. Within days, investigative journalists accessed court filings and began publishing the startling contents of Khan's WhatsApp chats on the 9th of June. Now, those leaked chats reveal that during the COVID-19 pandemic, Khan and Syed coordinated lucrative deals. In one exchange, Khan urges Syed to provide masks and pricing for a proposed SAPS branded contract, which this was a police-related tender for protective gear was in play. With a tobacco-connected businessman, investigators say that Khan manipulated multi-million rand state tenders, and when Syed asked when is it going to be fired off to them, Julius Malema replies and says tomorrow. This refers to the parliamentary questions planned for then Police Minister Ubheki Cele, according to News 24. Now, the question concerned Cele's alleged ties to convicted drug dealer Utimi Marimutu, a probe Khan had an interest in. Now, in short, Khan appears to have ghost-written political attacks via the EFF. For example, EFF MP Mbuyiseni Ndlozi later formally posed those questions to Parliament, but investigators say that Khan drafted them first. And later in June 2021, Malema asked Khan to help him with a police complaint. Now, this related to a VPS Mutual Bank corruption case in which Malema had been accused of racketeering. Nyatlo's report shows that Khan complied. He gave Julius Malema the name and home address of the complainant. Now, as Eyewitness News reports, Khan gave Malema the details of the police case, including the name of the complainant and their home address. In other words, a sitting police general helped Julius Malema evade scrutiny by tipping him off about investigators. Now, these claims come from the same court filing containing the WhatsApp exports, not yet independently proven in court. And there's been also some additional information that Syed allegedly paid 3.35 million rands for a Cape Town official's London flight arranged by Khan. And also there were charts show that Khan and Syed making threatening remarks about journalist Yusuf Abramji after Abramji reported on illegal tobacco. And there's been also messages mentioning Oviandre Pretorius, a fixer linked to a 2021 murder case of Emmanuel Mbenze. Investigators fear witness elimination. And so far, none of these allegations have been tested in court. Both Khan and Malema deny wrongdoing. Now, Khan's camp argues the devices contain classified intel, while Malema says he simply knows Khan from ANC days and that the WhatsApp messages are twisted by enemies. Now, Khan is set to appear on the 1st of July to answer questions about his foreign contacts and activities. Malema himself is not accused of a crime yet. Any prosecution would require new evidence, but the political impact is immediate. There's a known fact that the EFF will defend Julius Malema vigorously. So in summary, the cigarette conspiracy is still unfolding. We have major evidence from court papers that Major General Khan and EFF leader Julius Sello Malema had a symbiotic relationship, sharing insider info and political cover. The Madlanga Commission will wade through the details starting on July the 1st in 2026. What are your thoughts?
Hey, mkwanazi habu imanga, mkwanazi. Akulume mango mkwanazi. Azanga akhuluma mango. Next. Uba mkwanazi. Amanga. Hano bua manga mkwanazi. That is one man of integrity. Kuna le number nngwe ene ke number 1 aba etse ke number ke yona pele number nngwe ya ndati Mahlafuna. Ska wa ke matse yang ke uthebu ya ga ja a ke no mutsa le vale di number la etsa number di nomoro di hlaile una le Pinelo Sabelo ya bizwa mabitso igama lami nami belikhona masibizwa igama belikhona una le bitso le teng una le mabitso a bitswang le lona le teng mo mkhana za buimaka ba bue akakhulumi amangu ba mkhana so tsebhluka di fail bana biso a tsebo gona bana ba nna di Mahlafuna na ba go gala defense ka bobang you know gala defense he's mentioned no wonder ana it's this tirade ya high go what you call gralenya high man abua mkwanazi this mkwanazi akakhuluma amanga kodwa sebhluku a di fail bana beso a re leboeng ne ke re ke fitse molaetsa ka putlakonyana fela ma South Africans asbonge vale ke batla ka ho tabenana mamelang bana beso ne a ke tsebe kona go pisanta ba braga ke na qala hlalosa re taba after 9 game ba bang ba lona le ne ntse leng insult le rekile after 9 vale ke ipotsa what is after 9 mo di comments tsaka after no ke tong hlalosetsa gore game after 9 ke understand I kill after 9 nna ke so I get so so tsebu ka di fail ndwa keng bana wanda te Mahlafuna ngwake.
Let's talk about something that many South Africans are paying attention to right now. As African continues to fight its against corruption and wrongdoings in 2026, the Madlanga Commission has brought some shocking allegations into the spotlight. We've seen several individuals being questioned, including Major General Feroz Khan, whose name has been linked to the serious allegations involving precious metals and other matters. Now, attention is also turned to WhatsApp messages that reportedly mention EFF leader Julius Malema and Feroz Khan. But of course, allegations are not proof, and everyone deserves a fair opportunity to respond. But many South Africans are asking important questions and want complete transparency from all those whose names have surfaced during the Commission's proceedings. Personally, I would like to see Julius Malema appear before the Commission and face questioning from Advocate Matthew Charles Carsten, just as other individuals have had to answer questions. If there is nothing to hide, then allowing tough questions to be asked would help South Africans better understand the truth. But at the end of the day, accountability should apply to everyone, regardless of their position, influence, or political party. South Africans deserve answers, and the truth should come first. But what do you think? Should Julius Malema be called to answer questions before the Madlanga Commission? Just let me know in the comment section.